Hello, we're doing a tier list. These are decks that I have owned personally in my life. I'm ranking them by how much I either like playing them, how good they are, and just general vibes. I actually, as you can see, I've owned a lot of different decks, and some of them I've pulled, some of them I've just bought, some were just an engine, as you can see here, or I've never played. That is pretty much it. Just starting off, ABCs, I have actually never played them. Every time I have built them, they have never been playable. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just missing one card and it's $20. And I go to buy the card. And then a month later, the Union hanger is banned. And I'm like, damn it. I'm so mad. Fortunately, that $20 was a scam one and TCG Player refunded me. But still, it was very annoying. I have the whole deck in secret rare. I hate it. I'm like, I want to play ABCs. Give us a Union hanger that works. God damn. Amazonas, I'm going to put in D tier. I love Amazonas. It was fun when I started. I was one of the first decks I picked up because I'm like, waifu deck kind of thing. And it's not good. Every deck profile I have seen for Amazonas is probably the most ass I've ever seen. Like, I made one a long time ago that is like, it mixes it with Phantom Knights because they're all level 3s and they have a pretty good way to make like rank 3s. Honestly, if they would have focused on making rank 3s or making fusions a lot better or easier, I think this deck could easily go up a tier. But no, it is very D tier. Blue Eyes, I'm gonna put A tier. It's one of my favorites. How good it is right now, it's not great, but we are getting new support for it. When are we getting new support? In February, because they moved it, the structure deck. So it'll become like potentially S tier. I still gotta get cards. I sold off my alternatives a long time ago to pay off some stuff, but now that they're like dirt cheap, I can just buy them back. I have the one of the alt arts too that's like spiked in price. Love Blue Eyes. It was one of the another one of my first decks that I played. I played it with several other decks that were also engines. Dark Magician's literally my first deck. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Back when I played it, we didn't have Magician Souls. We didn't have Magician Souls. We didn't have a lot of the really good stuff. Even if I wanted to pick it up back in the day, when Magician Souls came out, they were $120 a piece, and Soul Servant was $30, $40 a piece. So I said, no. Dark Magicians, it's gonna have to stay there. Had some fun with it. My best one duel was like, I opened up Skill Drain, Secret Force of the Spellcasters, all that. Just locked a striker player out. It was a lot of fun. Mech Knights, S tier. One of my favorites. It's not good. Actually, no, we'll put it in A tier. It's not good, especially right now. It does need some help. It wants to go first, but it likes going second. Like the deck's mechanics is going second. Honestly, like Mech Knights as a card / concept is the first time we really had to really think about columns and where we place things in the game. I loved it. It was actually the first time I played it was with Blue Eyes, and in Blue Eyes, I actually used it as a rank 8 engine. I think YouTuber a long time ago said, hey, you know, mix it, you make rank 8s easier, OTK a lot faster. So I stuck to it. I actually really liked it, picked it up the rest of it. And I'm like, I love this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. I still have it today. Behind me, I have Runic Mech Knights I built. That was a lot of fun in the TCG. I actually put my 2 fulls I pulled in there. DDD, I'm gonna put B tier. So I still like this deck. Not great by any means, but DDD, outside of its choke point, is a lot of fun if you're willing to think through the problem. If you're willing to sit there and spend a good like 20-30 minutes thinking your way through you and your opponent's combos on how to out their stuff and how to play through it, unless you just get your Gilgamesh stopped and you just can't play. That happens sometimes, but other times you're just like, it's a lot of fun. Cyber Dragons, I'm gonna put that in D tier. No, I don't hate it. I don't hate Cyber Dragons. It's playable. It's actually good. To put it back in C. So Cyber Dragons, I also picked it as like Dark Magicians, Blue Eyes. No, Dark Magician, Amazonas, Blue Eyes, and then Cyber Dragons was like some of the first decks I got or ever played. Cyber Dragons I like because of just making infinity. I played Orcus Cyber Dragons. I was gonna build if Instant Fusion ever came back, Trickstar Cyber Dragons, because you can do rank 5 stuff with it, which I thought was really fun back in the time, because you can set up burn stuff and the banish spell, plus you can activate artifacts and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool. I like doing that, but that second deck really never went off because Instant Fusion stayed banned and we didn't get Ready Fusion until like several years later, and now the deck's kind of like mutilated. We're still trying to get like late stage back. Dynamist, never played. Friend gave it to me. It's a fun concept. If I ever pulled it in Masochist, or if I really want to like a little silly pendulum deck that I can relearn, I'd absolutely play it on stream. But I've never played Dynamist IRL. I think Dynamist, like they got support with the Draco Dynamists, but not really, because it works better as their own deck. Not like not mixed with Dynamist, unfortunately. But I do like the Dynamist. I like the concept. They're just dinosaur robots that can make infinity. It's funny. If you ever get a chance and you want to play a low power deck with some your friends, or just like a low power tournament, Dynamist is a lot of fun. Honestly, it is. It can also make Toad in the TCG, because we have Toad in the TCG. They can make 2/4s and go in their waters, so they can go into Bahamut Shark to Toad. I would recommend it. So Dark Matter Dragon, you see here, this was a Blue Eyes combo. I'm gonna put that one in B. Because Dark Matter's banned, the deck doesn't work anymore. But it was a lot of fun at the time. It was Proto Dragon Link. Dark Matter could never come off it, ever. Oh God, no. Dragon Link is too good nowadays. They cannot have a guy that you can make probably up to twice have a triple Foolish Burial as cost. That he's just too good. I remember looping him twice in my Yu-Gi-Oh deck and using it with Blue Eyes, because they were Guard Dragons. Yeah, the really bad ones that no one plays, those Guard Dragons, and the Link monsters that everyone played at the time. But baby Guard Dragons work with normal monsters, so it really helps your Blue Eye stuff. So you can go off, and with Ib and all that, effectively do modern day Dragon Link, but at the same time you abuse Dark Matter, and it was an interesting take on Blue Eyes. I would say if Blue Eyes had their own okay, they can't have their own Dark Matter, but a deck like Blue Eyes or Guard Dragons, if Guard Dragons had like a way to make Dark Matter, or like a Dark Matter like card, and it was kind of within their own archetype, I honestly think that would be a lot of fun, and probably a near top tier rogue deck at minimum. Drytron, I'm gonna put, so I don't have the new Drytron stuff. I'm also gonna put it B tier. I like Drytron, but I also never really got the Diviner. She was $50 at the time when I was really picking up Drytron stuff. I still need to pick her up. I do like it. I love Drytron, not only the negate stuff, but also just building the stuff. Funny enough, when I actually took it to locals for the first time, Drytron, like the Necroz half didn't do anything, because normally in Necroz you make Unicorn, they can't do anything, lock them out of their extra deck kind of stuff. It's not great. Unicorn's not great nowadays. But Orcus, I'm gonna put in S tier. Orcus, I played it at the top when Orcus like the best. Ding is probably my favorite card art. It's conceptually silly, but it goes so hard, like really hard. Like Ding as artwork, oh, so good. Ding Girsu, love it. But I like the archetype as not only did I play it as an engine back in the day when Mermaid was legal, and you can now, but I chose to play it up to pure, like everything in between. I loved it. I played it with a lot of different stuff, and then we're gonna get support that's actually gonna push it to top tier again. I'm super excited about that. I love Orcus. It's again one of my favorites because it's so widespread. Like you can make it into an engine that could be very like wide, or it can be very focused and play very narrow and play very low to the ground. Like you can go really high up, play with like all the combo stuff, do some crazy combo things, blow up your board with Bomber Dragon, or your opponent's board with Bomber Dragon every other turn. Really fun like that. Or you can play like I have a negate, I have protection, and a spin. So you're playing low to the ground. I'm not making Appaloosa or not making SP. I'm just little bits and trying to control it. And it really goes either way. For a long time, its worst enemy was Ash, especially when Called By was at 1 and we didn't have cross out. You just like, Girsu's like, no, go after yourself. It's like, well, I don't get to play. Your turn, my friend. When Hal was legal, actually, this was actually a lot of fun, as you could use Hal. I made Nat Beast with the Scrap Engine and Scrap Worm, because I would use it to summon out Scrap Worm. It's been a hot minute since I did it, but there was like, it might have been the other Scrap Monster, but pretty much I would make Nat Beast with Ding and the Orcus combo, which was a lot of fun. It did a lot. So Fire Kings, I don't want to put as an engine because it was mostly pure. I really haven't played it as a pure deck because of the new stuff too. So I'm gonna put it as an engine right now. So if I'm not putting it as an engine, I'd probably put it as like B or A tier. I haven't played it a ton. I actually haven't played it in like an event, but I have played it. But I mixed it with Tri Brigade. It's still a lot of fun. I don't have the new girl because she's like 15, 20 bucks a copy, and money. But honestly, like as a deck and as an engine, it's a lot of fun. It's very recursive, very good. I played it with again with the Tri Brigade stuff. I couldn't afford Snake Eyes, and the New Girl's out, and Snake Eyes is dead. Like I could replay it if needs be and just pick her up if I really wanted to play like pure, but I don't think I really have a way to play pure. But I'm gonna put it as an engine. If you are really wondering, I'd probably put it like A or B. It's fun. I still haven't played it a lot, so I can't give a huge in-depth opinion. For hire, I picked it up a long time ago. When I first saw it, I thought the deck that deck was insane, unstoppable, crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, if you control this, you could special summon this. Oh my gosh, and then you can special summon this. That's so crazy, and not realizing that they're like okay. But then I played the Runic Sprite version. I actually don't have the Sprite one here because I'm missing blues. I think I borrowed them. Yeah, I think I borrowed them. But I had like everything in high rarity when they spiked in price. And I'm like, and my friend and roommate, he borrowed them for a bit. But playing Runic Sprite for hire, oh, that was so much fun. That is a lot of fun. You might be like, oh, Runic's evil. It's like, yeah, but you're playing it with like fur hires and sprites. So you're like doing some crazy stuff, but you're not like just controlling the board. You're popping a card and drawing 4. Then you're using the Runics to like try to control your opponent so you're not dying. Invoked. I'm going to put it A tier. Love Invoked. I put it in about everything. I could put it as an engine, but I kind of have probably played it pure. I've probably played it in just about everything. Invoked is my boy. Alistair is absolutely my boy. First time I really played him was in Mech Knights. Mech Knights was, Invoked Mech Knights. I played it for so long up until they banned Brilliant Fusion for a hot minute, and then we got the Link ones that really worked with Alistair and all that. Actually, Invoked Mech Knights is how I went the Vegas 3v3. I went undefeated. My other opponent or my other friends, they lost a few times, so we didn't do amazing. I think we got like the 140s out of 400 people or 400 teams, so we didn't do bad by all means, but we didn't do like amazing. I never lost because in that format at the time, it was if you can stop their one specific card, no one can play. If you literally have a negate, like, okay, let's say all our team was playing Salamangreat. If they playing Salamangreat, they went to Wolf, they activate Wolf's effect, just like negate and banish, so like they can't do anything. Turtle, Kaiju Mech Knight Invoked. No, I think I was just playing Kaiju Invoked at a time. But no, Kaijus, I have won games because I Kaiju slumbered my own Alistair, set it up so they got a call. I could make a column because they just said pass, and then comboed enough to OTK them. Again, Cosmo, never played. I own the whole deck. I bought the Dark Destroyers like way back when. I hope they get a Link one, honestly. I hope Cosmos become like playable in modern times. Like just get some form of support that makes them playable. That would be so much fun. Lyralisk, I wouldn't put it in C tier. I'd probably put them in B tier. They are a lot of fun, but they also have a big problem of bricking. Lyralisk love to brick on themselves. They're like, yes, no ones. Okay, well, yeah. Other times they're just like, yes, I just went ham. What do now? Activate Harpy's Featherstorm. What are you gonna do? Can't activate any monster effects, and they're all negated. What do now? And then other times she's like, wow, I got stopped. Machina, and I played as an engine. I played that in Orcus. Orcus Machina was a lot of fun. I recommend it. If you are trying Orcus before the new stuff comes out, Orcus Machina is a lot of fun. I'm gonna put Marin Says with Aqua Argonaut there. I haven't played the modern version because I am missing 1 or 2 of the ultra spells, but I do have everything else. Marin Says I would highly recommend playing if you get a chance. It is a lot of fun. But New and D, I actually never played. Crusadia, I have the deck. Never played it. I picked it up because it was like pennies. I'm like, that looks fun. Never played it. It's a fun go second deck and teach people how to play deck, but that's about it. Noble Knights, D. Played the hell out of Noble Knights. No, they're not good. They are not good at all. Yeah, Isolde got banned. That makes it so they just can't play anymore at all. They're just dead. They need a whole new Isolde. In for Noble Knights, S tier. I love it. I think In for Noble Knights isn't super playable right now because of OSS ban. But yeah, with OSS ban, it's not super playable because it does suffer from it needing an Isolde light card. I know. Blame Makonko. Makonko got his old banned. In for Noble Knight, fucking love. I tried taking this to a bigger event, but I took it to some smaller ones. I had a lot of fun with it. I'd highly recommend it. Ogdoadics, that one's also going in D. I love Ogdoadics. I played it with the Orcus, but it's not good. It's not good. It's a fun rogue deck, but it's not good. Paleos, fucking S tier. Fucking love Paleo. Paleo is one of my favorite decks of all time. If there is a way to mill something, you bet your ass it's gonna be in a Paleo deck. Paleo is so much fun. It gets to do so many different things that, like, it's got level 2 water stuff. You can play it with sharks. You can play it with light sword. And you can play it with tier. Paleo's just all around so much fun. The duels take their time because sometimes you end up in Operation Not Die, but goddamn are those decks fun to play. Like, unless you really mill badly, it's just so much fun. Frogs, I'm also gonna put as an engine. I've never played him pure. I mostly played him with Paleo, but frogs, that could also be mixed with sharks too. Never really played those, but yeah. Toad is my boy. He needs to be freed from Master Duel jail. He did nothing wrong. It was Ronin Toad all along. He's the one who did everything. Phantom Knights, it's almost always been an engine. I've tried playing it pure, or at least putting it together, or getting ready to put it together, and then it just like falls apart at the last minute. I'm like, dang it. But I have like everything high rarity. I remember playing it with, what was it? Just in every Orcus thing, because you would just go into Link 2, go into Rusty, and then just summon back and make ding, all that. Without it, it's kind of bad. I mean, maybe one day we'll get it, but until then, for frogs, we'll get sharks that can make Toad. That's pretty much it. Raid Raptors, it's in between, was an engine, never played. I played it in the Time Thief deck, Time Thief Raid Raptors. It was fun, but it was kind of like clunky. It's okay. Runic, obviously an engine. Okay, and put this on there. If you hate Runic, try it out as a engine for another deck. You will turn into someone's like, I fucking love Runic. Holy hell, this deck is so much fun. Instead of being like, I hate Runic. It's a stun deck. It's stupid. No, people who play it as a stun deck aren't imaginative. Raid Raptors, literally, if you just don't get one of the 3 stars, yeah, it turns into Survive Simulator. And I played it before it got its new support. So with the Raid Raptors, I played it way before it got new support. I've never played it pure, but I have like everything for it. Shadal's never played. I actually picked the whole deck. I just never got into it. Strikers, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's not my playstyle. I'm not gonna put it D tier because it's not bad. It's just not my playstyle. Every time I try to play Strikers, my brain just goes like, I just don't care. I like it as an engine, but as a deck, I was not good at playing anything to do with, not Enchantress, but adventure token stuff. It's a good engine. I pulled most of it. I think I was missing 1 card for a hot minute, but I pulled like all the expensive things except like 1 card. Trickstars, never played. I picked it up because I was gonna play Trickstar Cyber Dragon, and then all the stuff got hit. And I'm like, okay, never mind. Now you might be wondering, why Dark Law? Why is Dark Law here? And that is because I'm gonna put it in C because it was very bricky, but it was a combo deck that used Orcus and Isolde stuff, like not Isolde to summon out Armageddon Knight, but Isolde to summon out Shadow Mist. And you summon out Shadow Mist to search out Mass Change II to not only do Orcus combos, but also to make Dark Law on top of it. It was like a 60 card pile with a bunch of equip spells that are kind of but it was a lot of fun. Actually, I'm gonna put that in B tier. It's a lot of fun. It's not good by any means nowadays because Isolde's banned, but we're just gonna put, you know, over here, Necross stuff, it's fun. It's just not good at the moment. A lot of the new stuff is just okay. It can help, but you have to kind of play it pure. You can't really play it with any Drytron stuff. I'm gonna put zombies and actually put you in D tier. Every time zombies is good, they're always abusing something good, like really good, and it gets banned every time. You're like, yeah, I could zombies playing Hal to make it so you can scythe lock your opponent, plus zombie stuff. Let's go. And then now it's like, no, you can't do that. You can just like baller drop kind of control, but most likely you're gonna die. It's like, yeah, sure. Also, why does the Master Duel zombie deck not come with Belladrek? I'm gonna put Thunder Dragons A tier. I love Thunder Dragons. I played it with actually one of my playmats with Invoke Thunder Dragons a while ago. It's funny enough, if you really want to, you feel like you're a decent enough player, go into a playmat event. Thunder Dragons, a lot of fun. Colossus is back. My boy is free, but at the same time, at what cost? He commits a lot of crimes. If Colossus was legal at the same time Drytron was running amok, I think Drytron would have been calmed down a lot. Time Thieves, I could put that in C tier. Time Thieves is so bad, but it's so fun. They lose to themselves because you're like, and Ash Blossom, my weakness. How did you know? Trap Tricks, never played. I put the structure decks together because I thought it was gonna be a fun modern deck I could pick up for relatively cheap. Nope, never put it together. It is fun. I pulled the Ulti Rafflesia. I have Ulti Rafflesia, but I just never put it together and never played it because I'm just like, It's okay. Tri-Brigade, I'm putting S tier. Not because it's like broken. Yeah, Tri-Brigade, I played with everything. It's why I won my Ecclesia mat. It's a $600 play mat. I actually won that with Tri-Brigade Pure. I love it. It's one of my favorites. True Draco, I'm gonna put in D tier because it is the only deck I have fully sold off. Not because it's bad, but because every time I've played it, it's kind of meh and Masterpiece isn't out. Now, do I like True Draco? Absolutely. It was fun. I did like playing it, but it did have problems, especially dealing with the meta, which was Salamangreat, or one of the metas, which was Salamangreat at the time. So, yeah, it's True Draco. I played Floodgate, and then I played Semi-Pure, and I prefer the Semi-Pure one. Lokai, with Sunseed and all that, never played it, but I have the whole deck. All the Plant Link stuff, I have most of it. I don't have the Rika stuff, but like I have the whole main deck in its original rarity, because I'm like, yeah, it's petties. I have like a bunch of it. Might as well put it all together. Got all of it. I have it. Just never played it because like, I don't want to learn these combos. And then I built it in Master Duel, tried playing it, and I'm like, this is not my combo. I haven't sold it off, but like, again, I've never played it. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Drident Mommy, my girl, she's here to commit crimes. I picked up Zodiac before Drident came off the list for $30, including the band stuff. And then Drident came off the list and went way up in price, Funny story about playing it. I was playing a Medolce player at the time, and it was pure Zodiac I was playing. And this is what we still, no, I think we still have 3 Zeus. But like, I made a 6 material Zeus. They made like all the Medolce plays, set their traps and all that. Gonna do the thing. And then I'm like, I open my hand. I'm like, okay, Harpy's Feather Duster, your whole back row. And then they're like, flip, it's like, I'll activate the Medolce trap, red reboot. And they're like, oh no. And they blow up everything. And I'm like, Dark Hole, blow up the whole board. It was before Raigeki came back to 3. And they just like lost everything. Oh wait, no, before I did that, I shifted. Yeah, because I shifted, blew up everything, summon out Zodiac, go up crazy, make punch, make Zeus, and just sit there every turn, wipe the board. And since he didn't have anything in his graveyard, he actually activated Shifter after it fell off. I activated Shifter after it fell off. I'm like, oh, thank you. You saved me a turn from activating Shifter again. I'm like, I'll do it. Thanks. He's like, oh, dang it. He was very salty. No hate to him, but I was like, oh, it's just like Zeus Turbo, let's go. It's just like go second crazy turbo stuff. I love it. And then Dryden got banned again. She knows what she did. We can never have Broad Bull back, or at least not now. But one day maybe we'll have Broad Bull back. Who knows? Who knows? But that is all the decks I've owned and made and played and all that.